Well, in tonight's Biz Blitz, Congress getting blitzed. A new poll showing only 3% of voters think Congress has been very productive. This could be why.
The border is secure.
The House of Representatives at this time is an unsafe place for children and other living things.
What we need to do is defund the executive branch, number one.
We have no plans to impeach the president. It's all a scam started by Democrats at the White House.
This is extremely important to Native Americans all over the country, that they no longer use this name. It's racist.
They don't like the president. Maybe he's of the wrong color, something of that sort.
Stop being mad all the time. Stop just hating all the time. Come on.
All right, back with Hadley, Jonas, and Julie. Julie, what do you think?
Who are the 3%? And what's wrong? What's wrong with you people? What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Who are you, and why do you need to get your head examined? Who are these people who believe that Congress has been productive? This has been the least productive Congress.
How do you define being productive? Getting more laws, more regulations?
In terms of bills passed.
Really? That's you define productivity?
What else is Congress supposed to do? But
I would give them a badge of honor for not doing
For not passing legislation? Then why have a Congress?
Well, just cool it. Cool it. How about taking the tax code, the regulations, just make them thinner?
Well, you need to pass legislation to do that.
Fair enough.
Even legislation that
How
you don't
about
like.
less is more? That's what I'm saying. Hadley, what do you think?
I agree with you, Neil. Actually, I think this question, is Congress productive? I think that's a stupid question because productivity happens in the private sector.
Could you just run with it because we're doing a segment on it?
It's a role of government to sort of set the framework of law and order so that the productivity, the producing in society can come from the private sector. I don't think we ought to measure the success of any Congress based on the number of laws they pass. There are bad laws.
Julie's saying you need legislation to do this, and they're not doing that. If you want less of everything, you got to have legislation to start the ball rolling.
A productively unproductive Congress, to your point, would choose to not do so. They wouldn't just not agree on things that they each want to do differently. That's a little bit different. That's because of an accident they're not being productive. So that's why the public thinks this. But I know it's easy to beat up on Congress. They have way lower numbers than the president. But I think they reflect people. Like, I think if the public had a vote on these larger issues, a national vote, I don't think we'd get 60% consensus on most of them.
No, I agree with that. And by the way, the House can propose a lot of things and shift it over to the Senate, but it just sits on a desk.
Well, if you look at what happened in the House, I mean, John Boehner couldn't even pass his own immigration bill until he completely caved to the Tea Party element.
Is the Senate just a joy to you by comparison?
The Senate is a joy only in the sense that the Senate tries to do stuff. The Senate's not a joy because of the filibuster, which, by the way, let me go on record right now as saying, and I'm a Democrat, if the Republicans get control of the Senate, they still need to get rid of the filibuster. We need to start having the engines move there, and nothing's happening in the Senate or the House right now.
All right. Well, this brings me back to porn. What is the deal with government employees watching porn some more than 8 hours a day? We decided to explore this exhaustively after this.